Welcome aboard, everyone, to another Nightlife Productions presentation of Inside the Huddle with Luther High School head football coach Matt Siebel. Hi, everybody. This is Brad Shopper, joined again with Luke Sunshine Rosenbaum for another exciting edition of Inside the Huddle. This week, we get to talk to head football coach Matt Siebel and hear about the upcoming game of the Luther Knights versus the Dodgeville Dodgers. Special thanks to our producer today. That's Mr. Greg Schibelhut, and we thank him for all of his work. Let's give him a hand, too. Well, Luke, the school is jumping. The Luther Knights are 2-0. People are excited. Tell me a little bit what's going on at Luther High School.
Luther High School right now, it's all about football season. 2-0, trying to make it 3-0 this Friday.
Well, with that, let's bring on the man of the moment. Let's bring on Mr. Excitement himself. Let's give a big round of applause to head football coach Matt Siebel. Welcome, Matt. We're glad that you're here. For all of you watching at home, if you haven't seen this, we're trying something new. We're going with a live audience today of Inside the Huddle with head football coach Matt Siebel, and we welcome the juniors who are here today to make this a great opportunity. Give yourselves a hand. Thanks for being here, juniors. Matt, thanks for joining us today. Let's get right to it. The Luther Knights are 2-0. Tell us about what is the key to the Knights' success so early this year.
I couldn't be happier with the work the boys have put in, the attention to detail that they've put in on offense and defense. We had 500 yards of total offense last week, and so that doesn't happen just by itself.
How exciting is that? Luther coming off of 2 huge wins, an opening victory against Blair Taylor, the Wildcats at home, and they went on the road and they took care of Cashton in decisive formula and format last week, and now they're 2-0, hosting the 1-1 Dodgeville Dodgers.
Yeah, now, Coach, you come into a season with expectations. You come into a season with goals. However, things don't always go the way you plan. What would you say so far, good or bad, has been the biggest surprise this season?
I think one of our goals at the beginning was to develop some depth with our sophomore class, and I think we've done that in the first 2 weeks. It's been an opportunity for those kids to get some playing time, get some varsity snaps under their belt, and with a couple of injuries now on our team, those sophomores are being relied on pretty heavily. So it's been a very pleasant surprise for us so far.
Yeah, I know you talked early in the season about worrying about the depth of the team, and it's good to see those sophomores stepping up. Would you say that there's a certain player who's been the biggest surprise to you so far?
I'm not going to pin it down to one player. I would say that we've got a lot of guys that have accepted their roles and are doing a fantastic job with what we're asking them to. Noah Motzke is our fullback, and he ran for 203 yards last week. However, he doesn't get those yards without the offensive line of Alex Bolstead, Nick Koenig, Alec Peterson, Mitch Bass, and Logan Gady, and definitely doesn't get in the end zone without the blocking of Alex Kish, Zach Wendt, Ben Riley, and Josh Miller. So it's been fantastic. A whole team effort is what we have our success from.
It's a good point. The one guy gets the numbers, but it's really the blocking of the other guys that gets them there.
Yep.
Maybe compounding off of that, what would you say is the area of greatest need for the team right now? Kind of maybe besides injuries.
We have to be a little bit more disciplined as far as penalties go. We've had a lot of penalties the first 2 weeks, and we've got to cut back on that if we're going to keep making a push in the fall.
In your discipline right now, where would you say you are on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I'd say we're probably at around a 6.5.
This is Inside the Huddle with Coach Matt Siebel of the Luther High School Knights, the 2-0 Luther High School Knights. Wait a second. Not sure this is possible. David Vanucci is in 4th hour right now, but he's sending me a text message from Mr. Siebel. And it says, Mr. Siebel, and I quote, Mr. Siebel, who's going to be getting their milk and cookies on Friday night? He wants to know who's going to be your stat leader come Friday night in the ball game.
Wow. I would say we are going to have good stats from Noah Motzke, Ben Riley, and Zach Willem on offense, and Alex Kish, Ben Riley on defense.
Each week we go through this, we talk about offense, defense, and special teams. Give us one special key team, the team key that will be for Friday night that can put us over the top.
We're looking to, we've been toying around with a little reverse that we're going to try on a kick return. So
You
we'll
heard it
see-
here.
We'll see what happens.
The Knights could run a reverse. Keep that in your hip pocket. The Dodgeville Dodgers come to town, Luke.
Dodgeville Dodgers, tell us about them, Coach. Enrollment, division, what do you know about them?
They are 420 kids in their school. They are a Division IV team. Their program, though, only has 37 kids in it across the board, freshmen to seniors. So we stack up very, very, very well against them, and I look for good things coming.
Last year, I believe they were 5-4. Is that accurate?
Yes.
5-4 team. Returning players, some strong players like Weber.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of any other returning players that are going to be damaging to your team?
Yeah, they have two offensive tackles that were on that started last year as juniors that are now seniors, and they're big boys. But you said it with Weber. He's going to be the key that they're going to run their offense through is that running back. So
And what kind of style are you anticipating seeing from the Dodgeville Dodgers?
they'll mix up run and pass quite a bit. They're not afraid to throw it downfield. Then they'll also get it to their milk and cookies. Is that what
So
David
a little
said?
bit different than you've seen the first 2 weeks, where it's been pretty run heavy. You're going
Yep,
to see some
I would agree.
some passing offense.
The
Definitely.
Luther Knights 2-0 look to take care of the Dodgeville Dodgers, who are 1-1 on this season. And after an opening week victory, they lost last week to a really solid Mineral Point team. Hey, we're going to do a new section here on Inside the Huddle with Coach Matt Siebel. And we're going to go to the audience today, Mr. Siebel. This is going to be fun, Coach. We're going to call this segment 4 and Out. You know how that works with football, 4 plays, right? First down, second down, third down, 4 down. And we are going to try to do that with some people in the audience that have some questions for us today. So we're going to start with first down. And our first down question is right here in the front. We've got that. Brianna Lockington's got a question for you, Coach. Go ahead, nice and loud, Brianna.
What do you predict of the success that you have with your team this year?
Well, I would like to say that my prediction for our success is that we are going to make the playoffs. We're going to keep building on this great start and continue building and learning and hopefully wind up playing late into October.
What a great answer. This is the third game. For those of you at home keeping track, Luther has to, maybe not exactly, but they have to have a winning record in conference and be 500 or better, correct? And if we could get this game this week, there are some people that are counting, we would take care of at least one part of it. And we're looking at 3 conference games away then from the playoffs, and we would be right there. Hey, it's second down, and I'm looking over at Jordan Kennedy over there. See her? She's got a question for you too, Coach Siebel. Nice and loud, Jordan. Let us know what your question is today.
How do you plan to make the team better and build them up?
Great question.
That is a great question. With the staff, the coaching staff that I have, we've been putting a lot of time and effort into breaking down the offense, breaking down the defense, and making it so small in the sections that we can keep improving in practice and that we can keep working on just the little things, and those little things grow into the big ones.
Great question right there. Well, Sunshine, we're going to go to third down. It's usually a passing down.
Third down,
But
here
we're
we
going to
go.
go to Riley Motzke, and I'd be scared if I were you, Coach. Go ahead, Riley Motzke. What do you got for Coach?
What has been your most productive part of your team this year?
Good question.
Okay, the most productive part of our team has been our run game. We've put up now over 700 yards in rushing in 2 games, so that's pretty impressive.
Another
stat
good
there.
question. Fourth down, and we're going to go over there, producer, all the way to the back to Miss Harley, right over here. And she's got the fourth down punt question. Nice and loud, Burke, yell it out.
All right. What do you think sets your team apart from the rest of the conference and the rest of the high school?
Good work out of you guys. Good work by the audience.
That is a great question. I'd like to say our team is unique in that they not only have a team togetherness, a family feel to them, but every Monday we start with devotion and try to get them grounded spiritually so that then from there they can work physically to make themselves a better football team.
This is Inside the Huddle with Coach Matt Siebel as we prep for Friday night's big game here at beautiful Knight Park at Luther High School in Onalaska, where the Dodgeville Dodgers from the South will be invading Luther High School with their 1-1 record. They're looking to repeat what they did last year to Luther, but Luther's got brand new plans with that. We're going to end this up here a little bit. We're going to talk about the quick trip keys to the game, Coach Siebel. On the offensive side of the ball, what is one thing Luther has to do to be victorious Friday night?
We have to limit our penalties.
Let's get rid of those penalties and let's keep that clock moving. Let's control it. And we do that, we're going to have a shot with that as well. The second one, how about on the defensive side of the ball? What are we going to have to do? I know you got some big things to take care of there.
Yeah, we have to make sure that we tackle and know our responsibilities. And defensive backs have to be ready for pass. The linebackers have to come up and make some good tackles.
And the last one thing from special teams that you're going to have us do in order for us to win.
We're going to keep that one under wraps.
We're going to look for that
There you go.
to come. Audience, you've been a great audience. Give yourself a hand. Give Coach Siebel a hand. Luther's 2-0. Coach Siebel, we thank you for joining us today. Sunshine, like always, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing
Always a
you.
pleasure.
6:30, we'll be on the air on Friday night. We invite everyone to be there for this huge, huge game. Let's fill the stadium. Let's fill the student section. Let's put everybody there and get them loud so that we can go to 3-0, which hasn't happened around here in a coon's age. Thanks again, everyone, for joining Inside the Huddle. You know what time it is. It's Friday night, and that means it's nighttime, and that means it's only one thing left to do. Let's get it on. See you at 7.